All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome you guys back to my channel. In today's video, what we're going to do today is we're going to be talking about female fittings versus male fittings. Before we get started, there's really a big request that I like to fill in for you guys. For many of you guys that don't know, this morning, what we will be doing is we will be going over the Valterra Viper sewer hose lug and bayonet fitting this morning. We're going to talk about what is a lug, what is a male fitting, and a female fitting. All right. So before we get started, there's really a big request that I'd like to fill everybody in on, and so it is going to be about the Valterra. It is going to be about the Valterra Viper this morning, and so for many of you guys that don't know, you guys have asked me if I can do a different RV sewer hose than this. So my answer is yes, I can, but I wanted to do the Valterra Viper because the Valterra Viper is my favorite RV sewer hose my favorite sewer hose of the collection. All right, so here we go. Let's get started. So here we have the Valterra Viper sewer hose. As you can see, you have a lug fitting, which is on this end right here. They do swivel to make sure that the hose lays flat on the ground when making your RV sewer hose connections at your dump station. Also, what you're going to get here is you're going to get a bayonet fitting. The bayonet fitting is also known as a female fitting. All right. So the female fitting is known as your bayonet fitting. All right. So this right here is called a female because of how big it is and because how big around it is. All right. Now, both fittings are going to allow you to get the job done, and they are going to allow you to extend and retract the hose, even though that it's fully collapsible and extendable. Okay. This right here is your 90-degree universal sewer adapter. What this does is, as you're emptying out your tanks, you can see these threaded fittings here. This right here is a male fitting. This right here is a male fitting. This right here is a male fitting, and this right here is a male fitting too. All right. So all four of these fittings are called male fittings. All right. So now what we have here with the female fitting is you can see that this right here is called a female fitting. All right, because of how it comes out and it comes over the seal. All right. Now this is your male fitting. All right. Now your male fitting this is your female fitting. All right. Now your female fitting is known as the indention, is known to have an indention on the inside of your line. All right. Most of the time when it comes to emptying out your black water and your gray water tanks at your dump station, you're required by law to have an airtight seal in the ground. You see this? This right here is your male fitting. This right here is your female fitting. All right. These right here where the hooks are. You see these hooks right here? That is known as your female fitting. All right. Now, how these connect together it's a really long story. All right. They connect to the hose like this. They connect to the hose like this. You can see that both of the fittings, like the male and the female fit, you can see the male and female can come together and they can form a really good bond. All right. Now, when I put the Valterra Viper onto the 90-degree universal sewer adapter, what I'm doing here is I'm creating a really nice seal on the Valterra Viper sewer hose. That's really what I'm trying to do to my Valterra Viper RV sewer hose. In most situations, when it comes to me emptying out my tanks, I'm required to have a really nice airtight fit in the ground. Now, for example, when you're at your dump station, you can see that most RV sewer lines like this are going to be able to be connected and disconnected. All right. Now, let's take a look at the female fitting real quick on the other end of the Valterra Viper. But before we do that, I'm going to take this fitting off of the RV sewer hose. All right. as you guys can see here, this is your bayonet fitting. All right. What I'm doing here is I'm going to extend the hose out a little bit so that you guys can see. You can see there's your bayonet fitting right there. You see that really nice seal? That's called a female fitting. That's called a female adapter. Now, most RV sewer hoses that are out there are going to have a bayonet fitting and a lug fitting. Now, some sewer hoses that are out there, like the Lippert Components Wastemaster RV sewer hose, you're going to get a male cam lock and a female cam lock RV sewer hose connector. Now, we'll talk about that later, but as you guys can tell here, with this RV sewer hose, you're going to get a really nice female connection on your dump station. But ladies and gentlemen, that should do it for today's look at what is a male connector and a female connector. Have a great day.